Long time no see, right? Oh, I was gonna put makeup on first. Long time no see, and I'm extremely out of practice with this, so let's see how it goes. But I thought I would go ahead and talk about my favorite books that I read this year, 2016. Where is the lens? There it is. Okay, I'll start looking at the lens and not at myself, which is hard because I'm so pretty. Anyway, so I read some of the books that I read this year I talked about because I didn't quit vlogging until like February or so, and like I was still posting them in March, but anyway. So, but here's the books that I read this year that I really liked. It was not very many. I don't know what it was about 2016, but I didn't read all that much. I guess that's life, but here's some of the new standalone books or starts of new series that I read this year and enjoyed. Wow, this doesn't have authors on it, but check the description, and there will be authors and everything there. All right, so Rebel of the Sands, which is about a girl who doesn't believe genies are real, but then they are. I'm actually not sure I read the whole thing. It was a while ago. Tell the Wind and Fire. This one is by Rees Brennan, and it is actually one of my favorites. I really like Rees Brennan. I haven't read any of her other stuff, and I'm not really sure I want to. But this book, well, I just follow her blog, and so, or I did for a time. Anyway, this book is a retelling of A Tale of Two Cities, and it was just really well done. I really liked it. So I read that one. The Star-Touched Queen. That one was good. I think I read the whole thing. Death and fate and Eastern stuff. Wow, I am out of practice. Okay, Ivory and Bone. This was the prehistoric retelling of Pride and Prejudice. Here's a little video of it and another book that I didn't think was worthwhile. I just got out of the library. Here I am in my car. And it's funny because the two books I just checked out, both of them are touted as Pride and Prejudice adaptations. I mean, oh, sorry, now I have to look at my hair. It's fine. I mean, they're not exactly, but whatever. Everything is a modern take on Pride and Prejudice, or a prehistoric take. One of them is prehistoric. Look! Anyway. There they both are. Okay. Anyway, so we'll see how that goes. Alright, bye. And let's see. P.S. I Like You by Kasie West. Kasie West writes just these nice, like, books about people getting together and stuff. I just really, sorry, I'm looking at myself again. And I just like them, and this one was a really good one. And The Only Thing Worse Than You, I feel like the author of this' last name is Anderson. Anyway, this was a great book. I was a little bit concerned because it's high school, but I don't even think, like, there was maybe one swear word, which is pretty good for high school these days, unfortunately. But it is a high school retelling of Much Ado About Nothing, which is, of course, a fun story, and it was a really fun retelling. Like, I was like, oh, these are my people, even though they're not my people, really, at all. Okay. And then The Scourge by Jennifer Nielsen. This was I'm pretty sure it was a standalone. It was good. That's all. It was fine. A Taste for Monsters by Matthew J. Kirby. I actually just read this a couple weeks ago, and it was really good. Like, I held off on it because I was like, Jack the Ripper stuff. I wasn't in the mood, but then once I actually got into it, it was actually a really good book, which Matthew J. Kirby does a great job. So, no big surprise there. And The Sun Is Also a Star by Nicola Yoon. It was good. I liked it. Is that it? Yep, that's all of that list. And then series that either continued or finished that I read this year included Tower of Thorns, which I blogged about, I think, on my last blog. The last blog. And also the finale of the series is also out now, and it's Den of Wolves, and I just read that over Christmas, and it was really good. That was a great series. It's by Juliet Marillier. So she's really good. I like a lot of her stuff, and that was no exception. And okay, Their Fractured Light. I think I talked about this, right? I read it. It was this conclusion to the, I don't remember, Starbound trilogy by Amie Kaufman and Meagan Spooner. I actually didn't read the whole thing, but it was worth having. A Tangle of Gold. Oh my goodness, you guys. I just went to the library, and this is the first time in a long time that I've been excited about the books that I'm picking up. And I'm in the car, and my windows are open, so maybe this wasn't the best time to be filming. There's my books. Somewhere. Oh, somewhere in there. Okay, well, the stoplight is over, so I'm gonna drive now. This one. I'm not sure I can even talk about it. Bye. Don't film while driving, guys. I should have reread the first two books before I read this third one because it was just so emotionally, like, it was just emotional that I'm not sure I have it in me to ever reread them again, and I missed my chance. But anyway, they were really good. The series was Colors of Madeleine. It was by Jaclyn Moriarty. Somebody Moriarty, I don't remember, sorry. Check the description. And it was just really good. Tangle of Gold, it concluded well. And then The Raven King by Maggie Stiefvater, that concluded. It was a good conclusion, but I don't remember. I don't even remember. No, I read the whole thing. I'm really good at this, you guys. And Gemina, I read that just this week. It's the second in the Illuminae files, also by Amie Kaufman and Kristoff. And it was fine. Like, I'll still probably read the third one, even though I wasn't like in love with this one the way I really liked Illuminae, but it's fine. And Spinning Starlight. Did I talk about this one? There's an Instagram picture about it, so I might have. It's a sci-fi fairy tale retelling, which, you know, I'm into that, and I remember really liking it. And Stiletto, the sequel to Rook by Daniel O'Malley. Rook came out many years ago, and so Stiletto's been out for a couple of years, but I never like thought to read it, but I remembered about it recently and checked it out, and it was pretty good. If you liked the Rook, like, Stiletto is it's a worthwhile sequel. And that's all I have on the list. I also spent a lot of the year like rereading a lot of things, like Diana Wynne Jones, obviously. I reread the entire Thief series. Here's a picture that never made it on Instagram, because in September there was a like reread the Thief thing, and then it was announced that the new book is coming out in 2017, and so that was exciting. And so I reread the whole thing, but I never posted on Instagram. But here's a picture of all of the books that I read. It was great. And like some Tamora Pierce, some Terry Pratchett, Georgette Heyer. I've also been into one specific author of Amish romances because she went to high school with my dad, and so we have some of the books, and then I just have been checking them out at the library. That's what I actually read today. I went to the library and picked it up. I'll show you. It's just on my bed. Can't you see it? So anyway, that was the third one in the series. It was good. I liked it. Here's the other books I checked out today. I just remembered that this was a thing, and I like Mercedes Lackey, so I'll read it. And then the new Marissa Meyer book, Heartless. It's a standalone, which is always good. Oh, and I'm also sort of working on this one. But it's due the soonest, so I should work on it. I've had it checked out for so long. Anyway, that's kind of been my year. And I don't know if you remember my reading resolution to start in on my dowry. Well, I can tell you that that went so well that I am now, instead of slightly less than halfway done with one of the books, I'm like 2/3 the way done with one of the books, and then I'm half done with another book. So, I mean, I tried a little, but not as well as I could have. So that will remain my reading resolution for this year as well. For 2017, go 2017! It's still 2016. I could still read it. I could still pick one and read the whole thing. So I might do that, excuse me. Anyway, Happy New Year. have a great 2017, and I may or may not let you know what I'm reading during it. Okay, bye.